This is the one with closet surgeons.
Comic book references.
A squeaky interrogation toy.
And a nanny that's paid in sadness.
It's called The Return of Dr. Mysterio.
Here we go!
We're still on our endless voyage, all through time and all through space.
With Levine and Angels now, Daleks, Cybers, and dude, wow!
Tennant, Smith and Eccleston, Gallifrey, where it all began.
Doctor Who is cool again, that was Russell's master plan.
Who back when? Reviewing all new Who there is. Who back when?
Subscribe and rate on iTunes, please.
Rose and Donna, Amy Pond, Rory, Martha and beyond. Join us on this odyssey, what other choice could there be than Who back when? Who back when?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of Podcast Land, and welcome to episode B029 of Who Back When, a Doctor Who podcast.
Or Doc Pass.
That's right, Nick. Today we are looking at the 2016 Christmas special episode, The Return of Dr. Mysterio.
We're all really excited about it.
Super duper excited about it. It was the only time we got to see Peter Capaldi as the Doctor in 2016, I believe. With one exception. Class. He turned up in the pilot of Class.
That's
or the
not
first
what
episode.
it's
Yeah. That's
Who are we?
Who are you? That's what I want to know. Who are you?
I'm Marie.
Hello, Marie. I'm glad that you're back. You sound a little different today. How about you?
Nicolele?
Oh, hello, Nick. Nice glasses. Are they
Thanks.
new?
Yeah, brand new.
Excellent. And I am Ponken.
Which is sad, you've no one to swap with.
Oh.
No one wants to talk to me.
When did everyone watch this? Because I think this has an effect.
Oh, that's a very good question. How about you, Marie?
First time, obviously Christmas Day, but very sleepily after a lot of food. And then today, just about 3 hours ago.
Oh, well done.
So
well done.
I am
Only
prepped,
on
I'm ready to
Christmas,
go.
Oh my god.
Only on Christmas Day.
Only on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
I saw this the first time half asleep on a bus 2 days ago, and the wrong side of the new year, and then I saw it again just moments before you guys arrived. So yeah! Oh my god, are we ready or what?
No.
Thumbs up, thumbs down, just in general. Wobbly in the middle, mimes Marie.
Controversial, I'm going thumbs up.
Thumbs up! Oh my god, this is amazing!
I know.
This is incredible. Okay, thumbs up from Marie, thumbs down from Nick.
Oh, two of them. Both thumbs down.
Both thumbs down?
Yeah.
I'm giving this one thumb down.
So 3-1.
I also have a question.
Yes.
You know how the Doctor just tells young Grant, like, don't worry, you'll have these superpowers while it's inside you, but it'll pass. Yeah. So the Doctor must assume that either it's gonna, he's gonna squeeze it out like a golf gun, or he's gonna poop it out.
Yes.
How can he be?
Yeah.
How can he be so sure that Grant's not just gonna eat it again? I mean, you would, right?
But he promised him he wouldn't use them, so...
Whatever.
We are dangerously close to review territory, and there is still a bite-sized chunk of Who to happen.
Oh shit, I forgot about the bite-sized chunk of Who. Let's do that.
I wonder when that was coming in.
That's what she said. Time for us to synopsize,
Clarify and summarize,
so take a view
and grab a brief
and listen to this overview, this free-for-all.
we like to call a bite-sized chunk of Who.
Bite-sized chunk of Who. 10-year-old Grant loves swallowing. Good thing the Doc shows up on his roof with an indeterminately powerful pill-sized gem for him to ingest and give him superpowers.
Fast forward 24 years, Grant is now a professional nanny and cuckold by day, vigilante superhero by night. Coincidentally, there's an alien invasion afoot, perpetrated by brains in jars, who want his super-powered body.
Doc's there as well, of course, along with not Lois Lane, Lucy Fletcher, Grant's childhood love and present-day employer and Storky. Hilarity ensues.
B-Scout over, you are welcome. Yes, you are.
Okay, let's talk about the stupid red pill thing. Oh no, let's just talk about how the Doc first meets Grant. So what, this is the 80s? Just about, yeah?
Is it the 80s?
I'm gonna say it's the 80s. Feels like the 80s.
24 years ago.
24. How old is he 10 years old in the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, what?
I don't know.
So he's 34 at the end?
Presumably?
He doesn't seem 34.
No, he doesn't seem 34
He
to
must
me
be
at all.
younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So I'm
so.
6.
See, I don't know enough about kids to be able to
No.
look at one and go, yeah, that one is roughly yay old.
I don't know at what point this was a departure for me. But I feel like I was never really naive enough to just start eating things that strangers give me on rooftops.
But he's a doctor.
Yeah, and also, yeah, but
I
see,
didn't
this
go
is
to
another
his
reason.
practice.
Yeah, but this is another reason why I doubt the kid is 10 years old, because he also believes that the doctor is Santa Claus.
Yes. Ooh, I don't know if he does or if it's just that's what he said to his mum.
Ah, okay. Well, he's young enough for his mum to
Yeah.
assume that he believes in Santa.
Yeah. So I think he's young. He's a lot younger than 10.
He also gives the doctor milk and cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Probably just
guy's
because they're
a
there.
And you're on the 60th floor.
goddamn child on the 60th floor. Why can he open his window? A kid
Very
that
good
dumb
point.
would clearly have died by now.
Yeah. Also, the pill was glowing.
Yeah. Oh, I've got another question. Oh my god, I've got another question. I didn't even think about this before. So, the doctor has built the computerized Christmas tree thing on the rooftop, right? That the gem goes into. Yada 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 yada, kid eats the gem. Never poops it out. The doctor, what happens to the thing that the doctor was trying to fix? Because he says there's lots of temporal wibbly wobblies that he needs to...
Oh, yeah, no, that's fucked
Balance
out.
out.
Maybe that's a thing. That's a thing for the next
Maybe
series.
that'll come back.
see,
Yeah,
I don't
because
think-
actually, I think the ghost probably makes a reappearance. They leave that open, that door open.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I bet
though.
he's
also
some
them-
Deus Ex Machina that turns up and fucks shit up again.
Really?
Yeah.
The brain jars are going to come back as well.
Do you think so, though?
Yes.
Because you get to see one at
As a
the end.
unit, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, was it 2 Christmases ago? It was 2 Christmases ago, I think, when we got the Alien meets the Thing meets whatever, Inception, last Christmas. The one with Nick Frost as Santa.
Yeah.
Remind me.
Nick Frost as Santa.
Right, got it.
Why are Christmas specials so shit? So
I
uniformly
really
shit.
like that one. I really like that
But
one.
I'm saying, like, we all look forward to them, and this one especially, you had such a dearth of fucking hood.
Right. Yes, that's true. But didn't you know it was going to be bad the second you saw the trailer for it?
As soon as I saw the ghost's, like, superhero costume, I thought, this is wank.
Yeah.
And he's called the Ghost.
Yeah. And the accents are bad. Why are the accents so bad?
Really? Aren't they
the accent.
actual Americans?
Maybe. It seemed bad. It seemed like they were hamming it up.
You know who the guy is? I don't know his name, but he played
Correct.
the lead in the Dragon Ball Z movie.
Shit.
That's him.
Really?
Yeah.
I've little to no clue what he is.
Oh, well, I bet you a lot of podcast land knows exactly who this guy is right now
I can
and is
imagine.
stroking it as we speak. I had to look that film up. It's not called Dragon Ball Z. It's called Dragon Ball Evolution or something. Dragon Ball Revolution. Whatever.
Keep asking me. I will know more.
It scored, this may be why you don't know, it scored, I think, a 1.8 on IMDb.
Oh my god.
So that's him. He's an actual American. I'm pretty sure not Lois Lane is an actual American. The kid seemed like an actual American. The guy who plays a German, I thought he had a shit fake German accent. Turns out he's a German. Actually, he's like Slavic, but he's been in tons of German films. Yeah, I see where you're coming from, especially with the German guy. But, well, only with the German guy.
I think they hammed it all up. I don't know. And also, I don't know. I just think the New York element was all very... I don't know. It was all
Joe's Pizza.
Yeah, oh, fuck. That's from Spider-Man 2.
Oh, is it?
That's where...
That's
I
where
think-
he works.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But is that part of it? They've hammed it up because it's superheroes
I think
and it's
so.
very hammy and it's part
Yeah.
of the point of it.
Yeah, but I think that they've basically not understood what a pastiche is. As in, it shouldn't be a literally frame-for-frame rip-off.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go through the references.
Yeah.
You are, I think, our resident comic book expert.
Which is not saying a whole
Certainly
lot.
closer to one than I am. I don't know about you,
I
Marie.
have read more than one.
Winning.
Yeah. Plural? Oh, okay. I'll keep stum. Okay, start us off.
So I think he's reading some Superman from what would have been that era of Superman at the time.
Interesting. He's definitely reading, well, the Doctor's reading Superman.
Yes.
He's reading
I thought
Superman.
that was funny.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I love
It's like,
that.
oh, do you know they're the same guy? I love that. That was really fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, Joe's Pizza we talked about.
Yeah. In the beginning, speaking of comic books, in the beginning, the comic book that's on his bedside table, grown up, cuckold, what's his name? Grant. Yeah.
Grant.
Yeah.
He has Iron Man on his bedside table. He also had, oh my god, you know what this is? The Marvel and the DC Extended Universes collide. We finally get the crossover we've wanted in the Return of Dr. Mysterio because we have X-Men, we have Spider-Man, Superman, sure, Batman.
That happened. Oh. You've already got a DC Marvel
Really?
There's like a series of comics-y book thing. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, that's fine. It happened here too.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? Sorry.
So I think there's the echo of the Superman movie.
Yes.
With the interview.
There were even some questions on there, like, so what kind of powers do you have?
Do you eat dinner?
Of course I eat dinner.
Do you eat?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Do you have a girlfriend?
So what powers do you have? Basic X-ray vision?
Yep.
Is it true that you can see through anything?
Yes, I can.
I get it. There's some stuff you'd like to keep private.
Oh, I get it. You don't want anyone to know how. Okay.
Spider-Man, again, with the great power, great responsibility.
With great power comes great responsibility.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Another soundbite shortly before that, a Superman reference, when he's landed with her and he says,
"Well, I certainly hope this unpleasant experience hasn't put you off a career in journalism."
In Superman, it's something along the lines of,
Well, I certainly hope this little incident hasn't put you off flying, miss.
Oh yeah, that was from Superman Returns or some shit.
No, I think it's the original Superman. It's the first time Lois Lane and, Superman, not Clark Kent, meets.
That's interesting, because I thought that was a really weird line that didn't fit. So, now
That's
I know
definitely
why.
a Superman thing.
Yeah.
Batman, the Bat Signal gets
Bat Signal, yeah, you're right.
Basically, these are just a bunch of things that don't make any fucking sense.
I've got one more which I didn't know about, but this is from IMDb. I'll just read this off. Mr. Brock. This is in the beginning. Mr. Brock is the guy who gets his head opened by the whatevers.
Yeah.
Mr. Brock refers to reporters, namely one named Schuster and one named Siegel, and Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster are the creators of Superman.
Yeah.
So there we go. Oh, and you brought this up before we pressed record, Nick. Dr. Mysterio.
Oh yeah, Mysterio. Well, I assumed a Mysterio as in the bad guy from Spider-Man.
Bingo. You know more than I do. Yeah. Oh, I've got another thing for Dr. Mysterio. Check this out. I didn't know this. This is... I mean, seriously, contain your bonus. In Mexico, Doctor Who is called Dr. Mysterio.
Yes, I read that. That's really cool.
How amazing is that?
I like that.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
And so basically, what I think here is that, I don't know, at its height, this could have been the fusing of two audiences that may not, like, I don't know if they were trying to appeal to this old superhero.
Well, it's in vogue, isn't it?
But actually, those audiences overlap quite fucking generously. Like, you go to a Comic-Con, there's lots of Doctor Who fans, there's lots of comic fans. It didn't really do anything for either. There's no good Doctor Who development in this. Like, at all.
Yeah, that's true.
And there was, like, very little of substance that had comic book relevance. Just passing phrases.
Well, that's a very interesting perspective on it. Does that mean that you're assuming that the motivation was to get both Doctor Who fans into superheroes and superhero fans who are not Doctor Who fans into Doctor Who? Like, cater to them by going like, come to us. Come to the dark side. We also have flying dudes in capes.
It could have done that. It clearly fucking didn't. I don't know sure if that is the motivation, but the motivation must have it's on some to have this many references in.
Yeah.
Would have to appeal to the comic.
I never thought that was the motivation. Like for me, I used to really love the when the first kind of superhero stuff came out, I was all over it.
Yeah.
And about the third or fourth kind of iteration of Batman or whatever, I just got really bored. I was like, there's so much superhero stuff now, I can't be arsed with any of it. And it kind of felt like taking the piss out of that a little bit. Like, there's just so much of it, and it's so hammy.
Oh, interesting.
And
so
it's
you think,
like, obvious. You always know.
So you think that this is like some sort of surreptitious criticism of the market as it stands in Hollywood and so on? Yeah. I don't feel like it's that. I think this is the BBC selling out. I think this is them just going, what's popular right now? Like, we have no real
I don't think
ideas.
It's popular right now. It was popular like 5 years ago.
Still popular though.
Well,
I can't remember the numbers, but I recently watched a synopsis of 2016, just like, these are the films that came out and this is how much they made. And it was something like in the top 10 highest grossing movies, it literally was 50% superhero movies.
Yeah, I can believe it.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I said, I think if the pastiche existed, I missed it because I didn't see the commentary, really. Or at least from my point of view, I didn't really get... There was no real subversion.
Yeah.
Just did it again.
Yeah, no, good point.
Yeah.
Super good point.
I didn't like Grant at all. Like, at all. He had no redeeming features.
I agree.
The little scene when they did his adolescence, I thought was really sweet, though.
Oh, when he's in high school and he's seeing everyone naked.
Yeah.
I just look up.
Out.
Yeah, that doesn't speak to Leon at all.
How would that be a bad thing? He would be the greatest.
I was too angry at that point because the doctor said earlier, like when he was sort of 10 and he ate the gemstone, had said, "Oh, you'll pass it." You know, he's like, "How do you know?" He's like, "I don't know. We're just gonna hope that you pass it."
Yeah.
And then 5 years on, man with a fucking time machine that didn't really keep an eye on him for some reason, just like, "Oh, it's fused with your DNA." Cool. Was that on? Because maybe
Thanks for letting me know.
Maybe just pop back.
What? And stop him eating it? He can't do that.
I don't know. Fucking kidnap him. Some shit. He's now a superhero. Or a super being.
Yeah.
Be more responsible.
Wouldn't he at some point have realized... Oh, okay, wait, hang on. We need to talk about this. So, because I was about to ask, wouldn't he at some point have realized in all of his travels, he's been to New York a billion times, I'm sure. He's been to Earth, certainly. Wouldn't he, even if he's in London, wouldn't he hear about, oh yeah, there's a superhero across the pond? Like, wouldn't he then go...
Oh, Polly shouldn't be.
Feel like I might have had something to do with that, you know? So, okay, so my follow-up question. How long has he been the ghost?
Oh,
when we start this off.
Point.
I don't think we know.
Because everyone who sees him, by which I mean not Lois Lane in the building, in the whatever shoal building, Harmony Shoal, the reporter who interviews him after he saves a bunch of kids in a burning building, everyone just goes like, oh, he's real. Oh, we had no idea he ever existed. Has he literally just started this now? Is it coinkydink alert?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe this is his moment, but I don't know. I mean, that looks like a fairly well-tailored, if a bit gaudy and unnatural costume. I feel like he didn't bang that together overnight.
I don't think he's made it. I think he's imagined it. I think he wants it.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
that's cooler.
Because he just spins around and then he wears it.
Yeah, but I assumed it was like him changing. Like Superman changes.
There are two occasions where he takes off a shirt and he's got the thing underneath.
Yeah, I just assume he's just got it underneath.
But then we also get to see him change back into his regular civilian clothes, and he just does that by spinning around. I think
maybe he's
this
fast
is him
enough to
imagining
put the civilian clothes underneath.
So he's basically an onion. He's got like layer upon layer of alternating
just the 2 layers.
clothes.
He just swaps them really quickly.
So it's like that trick where you pull off your underwear without taking off your trousers.
Yeah, if you had a magic gem in your ass, yes, that is exactly what that would be like.
Okay, another question. So the thing, the gem realizes, by which I mean makes real anything he desires.
Well, actually, I don't really understand that mechanism, because at some point he says it draws nearer the things that you like, because he's talking about...
I think it draws energy from the nearest star to...
to make real...
whatever, which is why, like, he wants to be a superhero. Oh, now you're a superhero.
Because I really like that as well. That was a little, like... Because for a Christmas special, it wasn't that Christmassy.
No.
Which is the thing that bothered me.
Super good point.
But the kind of wish upon a star thing... was a very nice little...
Yeah, very nice. And we also get the red thing.
Yeah.
We get the gem. But... Question, why isn't he pounding not Lois Lane into oblivion? Because wouldn't the gem just make that happen?
But he doesn't have the gem anymore.
He does. It's fused with his DNA.
But maybe it's fused from what he wanted as a kid. Maybe it doesn't. It can't just give him everything he wants.
Oh, interesting.
Like, it's when he had it inside him, it kind of fixated on this superhero thing. But it doesn't just give him... He's not just a millionaire. He doesn't just get everything.
That 100% checks out.
Yeah.
I think you just Sherlock this. Well done. That was awesome. I suddenly love this episode.
No, it's still bullshit.
Yeah, I know, I'm back.
That's a fairly good point. So, let's talk about Captain Cuckold.
Yeah.
What's his fucking deal? Why is he the saddest man on the planet?
Why after 24 years is he still referring to her as Mrs. What's-His-Face? Why aren't they on first name basis?
I don't get it. We've been friends for years. If I ever, for some quirk of fate, get to work for you, I'm calling you Leon.
I would expect you to.
Especially if you fucked my best friend. Right?
Yes!
It is really awkward.
It's real fucking bizarre.
It's
I would
so
just be
weird.
like, hey, dude, dial down the creepness. Just until you get back on your feet, you can look after my baby.
Okay, wait. Hang on. Another soundbite, just to add to the creepiness, because it's not just him. Soundbite 2310, where she tells him,
Did something happen?
Nothing for you to worry your pretty little head about.
Oh, I hate that line.
Yeah.
That sends literal shivers up my spine. It was
Isn't that
awful.
pretty awful?
Really awful.
And also, in the sort of bullshit non-character development world that they sort of manifest, that there is no indication that she likes him, like, at all, until the interview. Where she defends him to the death.
She's supposed to have not realised that she likes him until he's got a date, and then suddenly she's got something to be jealous of.
But usually there'd be like, maybe, like the dramatic irony that we'd know and
Drink
she
people.
wouldn't. What? It's true, right?
You just said dramatic irony.
Fuck,
Podcast
okay,
land needs to
screw you.
drink.
It's real though.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no indication.
No, none whatsoever. What is my note there? I've written that as well. Well, not dramatic irony, I just said. The whole, not everyone can be a nanny spiel from Mrs. Fletcher is getting a little much. Fletcher, that was her name.
Fletcher.
Yeah. Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay. As we're still talking about her, what about Mr. Huffle? Please, can we talk about Mr. Huffle?
I love Mr. Huffle.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you think of Mr.
I
Huffle?
also sort of loved Mr. That was the best bit about
That was
this.
really awesome.
Oh, interesting.
Because it shouldn't have worked. Like,
who was Mr. Huffle? Like, what do they refer? Because there's clearly like a big Lost style 30-second fucking close up, just like, you know, the Doctor's thinking of someone that this represents. Who is it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that. I felt like it was a very charming device, but it annoys me that it worked.
No, he's right. It's right at the end of the sequence. Yeah. He's looking at it, and I think there's supposed to be some, or at least that's what I'm inferring here. I thought it might be the forthcoming companion.
Oh, what?
I don't know. Maybe I've
Well, he won't have met
Yeah.
the next companion, right? Because this is the next time. Oh, this leads me to another question of mine. This is, literally the last time that he had any contact with mankind
He's a
was
time traveler.
the last Christmas episode. No, but he says it very clearly. It was the last time that he, before he had his honeymoon with River Song.
Yes.
Question, before I forget about this again. He had a 24-year honeymoon with River Song. And exactly 24 years ago did he visit Earth, right before the honeymoon. Why has exactly the same period of time passed? He's away for 24 years, he comes back, and it is coincidentally, as in, not at all coincidentally, he even addresses it himself. He goes, oh yeah, of course, it's been 24 years. I didn't think about that. Because he's talking about the lovely night that he spent with, what's-her-face, River Song. Why?
Oh. I don't really think I understand the question.
the TARDIS puts him where he needs to be.
Oh, wow.
All the writing credits that you earned with the last explanation have gone now.
Farewell.
No, but that's the thing.
The BBC just put down
They did a whole episode about that.
They're desperately erasing you from their Rolodex.
We don't indulge their lazy writing.
I love that episode. Do you not like that episode?
Which episode?
The TARDIS, when the TARDIS becomes a woman.
Oh,
yeah.
The Doctor's
wife. Yeah.
But it's the same thing. It's like the
I
fixed
remember
points in
enjoying
time
it, but
bullshit. I
don't remember much about it.
There's loads of instances where he puts the TARDIS somewhere.
Yeah, obviously. Absolutely.
No, he quite often tries to put the TARDIS somewhere and it goes somewhere else.
He also very often tries to put the TARDIS somewhere and does it. Like, just with incredible precision.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Nardole traveling around in the TARDIS without the Doctor? Like, Nardole had his own adventure while we were forced to watch this shit.
Or something.
I quite like Nardole.
Yeah, I do, actually.
Oh, I hate him. Really? Why?
I just quite like Matt Lucas.
I don't really like Matt Lucas, and I really expected to hate him, but I think somehow he pulls it off.
And I like Matt Lucas. I don't like this
laughed
character.
more at his character than anything else, I think.
Ah.
Yeah. And I like that the Doctor doesn't take him too seriously either. Like, there was a moment where he was really dismissive and told him to stop being an idiot or something, and
I thought they had great
and that was,
there was a fantastic interplay
yeah,
there.
they were very nice.
There was the when he corrects him, he goes like, "Oh, New York, isn't it?" That's a lovely scene, by the way. Up until the what's his face ghost arrives, then it all goes to hell. But that is, yeah. I just think it's a little bit weird that he has his own adventure, because I'm not sure any other companions ever do.
No.
Maybe River Song actually, but I don't know if anyone else ever just takes the TARDIS and flies off and they do their thing and then they come back. The Doctor's always in control of it.
I think other people have flown the TARDIS, but sort of on the Doctor's orders, so he goes, take the TARDIS here, and they do.
Okay, that's probably true.
But
actually.
what's the TARDIS been doing for the last 24 years? Has Nardole just been going off having adventures?
I don't know. I think I think...
Because he obviously knows how to fly it, and it responds to him. And he actually battered the Doctor's hand away. The Doctor came in and tried to take over.
Oh, yeah, and he's like, no.
And he's like, no, I got this. Yeah, so he's obviously been doing it a lot. He's experienced.
That's very true, but I think the Doctor reassembled Nardole after Riversong died.
Okay.
Because doesn't he... Nardole says, like, no, that's not why you reassembled me. You reassembled me because you needed company.
Yeah.
So I think he was getting busy with Riversong for 24 years, and then she disappears, sadly, and he goes, well, there's that dude attached to a robot. I'll leave the other head in there because I don't care about that character.
Let's talk brains.
Brains.
Just the motivation also just seems like every other... Like, it was just not... Here are brains, and they'd like the Earth, please, and all the people.
Hang on, I need to go to whobackwhen.com and look up the name of a character. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wonder what a character in Doctor Who might have been called, or an alien race may have been called, go to whobackwhen.com and check out the Vindex. That's Visual Index. Aha. Thank you, whobackwhen.com. You're welcome. The Morpho. We have encountered an alien race before called the Morpho, and they were brains in jars with eyeballs. Except there were eyeballs on, like, sort of antennae.
That would have been so much better.
What, the antennae?
Yeah, antennae would have been better.
Yeah. But I feel like it is pretty much the same shtick.
So when did they appear?
They appeared in an episode or a serial called The Keys of Mariners, which was and remains one of my favourite classic Who serials ever. Like, it is fantastic. It's a William Hartnell one. And it's one of those where, I think, what's his name? Daleks, inventor of the Daleks? Terry Nation.
Oh.
Terry Nation, the guy who invented the Daleks, yeah. I think it was a Terry Nation serial. But it's one of those where it's 7 episodes long, or 7 episodes long, and every episode takes place in a different zone, time, you know.
Would they use more Terry Nation stuff?
Sorry?
Would they use more Terry Nation stuff?
I don't think these are the Morpho, but I feel like they were very clearly...
I feel like Terry Nation's estate
inspired
lawyers
by them.
Just look into this. So what do we think about them? Were they good? Were they compelling? Did you enjoy them as villains?
How did the first whatever brain in a jar go into its first human victim?
Yeah.
This is what they look like, by the way.
Here they wear cooler.
Nice.
I don't know. Also, keeping your gun in your head, that's just not prudent.
You have pockets.
And hands. That's what this has all been about.
That's such a good point.
True. And why did the Doctor just watch it all and not intervene?
Oh, interesting.
Why? Well, first of all, why did the brain guy tell the other guy his entire plan?
Yeah, that's
before he killed
such
him?
a bad scene.
And then why didn't the Doctor do anything?
Tap the glass.
Tap the glass.
No, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I really liked that scene, though. I hated the scene with the bad guys, but I liked the scene outside of that scene with the Doctor outside.
Sushi.
Yeah, eating his
Yes.
Tesco sushi.
Yes.
With Sainsbury's best value sushi.
That was lovely.
That was very good.
Yeah.
Yes. But
So that's the thing. There might not have been very much character development, but there was lots of lovely little interplay and nice little scenes.
Agreed.
And it was, yeah.
I think that the weight of it, though, was mostly bullshit. That was a good scene, I'll grant you. And the squeezy toy, good.
Yeah.
But why does it work? What does the squeezy toy
I don't
work?
know, it just seemed...
But it does, don't you
yeah.
internally kind of cringe a little bit?
Feel
when
sorry for that thing.
Yeah.
I guess so. But you know, the thing is, I think the squeezy toy is diminished in my memory by the way that they say farewell to the Doctor, because she gives him the squeezy toy and says, soundbite, 58 minutes.
Hey, Doctor. Keep it real.
Keep it real.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible.
Yeah. And
Let's pretend that didn't happen.
no, I just feel kind of makes me queasy. Yeah. One lovely piece of writing, though. Another soundbite. I'll pop that in. 33 minutes in.
She's jealous. I'm jealous.
You are jealous of you.
Technically, she's jealous of her.
The whole like, oh, she's jealous. When the Doctor is suddenly really pleased for Grant, she's like, oh, she's jealous of you. Oh, well, you know, she's jealous of herself. And I think that's a lovely piece of writing. Their tiny little 5-second interplay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. All right. Yeah.
I agree.
You can add that to the other 5 seconds. Woo! This episode's amazing. What did we think about the interview with Clark Kent? I had more.
Very
I had more.
rough. That was really vulgar.
Wasn't it? How dare you? I had more.
The rooftops Superman style interview.
I like the moment where she was talking about how wonderful Grant was, and he took his mask off, and then she never looked at him, and there was this tension of like,
And he's just put it back on again.
yeah. I thought that was quite nice.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good as well.
I did. The massive overreaction about he's a nanny. That was
that was
out of nowhere. And
I mean, the poorly written aspect, the whole why is she suddenly realizing that she loves him?
Yeah.
And whatever. That's a kind of pants. But I thought it was really great in mimicking the scene that it clearly is mimicking the Superman interview. And that's it. And also, actually, I got a little bit of Superman vibes when he flies with her, when he's carrying her.
Yeah.
Or when he flies anywhere or does anything, because he's fucking Superman.
Yeah, no, he absolutely is.
Yeah.
But
he's like golden or silver generation, where he doesn't have any. It's not like he's one of the interesting later superheroes or anti-heroes or have another origin story. He's just a superhero because he kind of wants to be. Like, he has powers and wants to do good. Whereas everything else post that era had other fucking motivation. Wolverine and Spider-Man. Do you mean like they had other stuff?
See, I don't feel that he really wants to do that much good, because he's had these superpowers for 24 years and he's not used them until now.
You know what I mean? But that's not an interesting plot that he was lazy. That's not. I'm saying that I mean, I think the trick that this misses for me, if they were going to go into superhero comic booky stuff,
yeah,
why don't they give something super fucking interesting as like a super power?
Oh, right. Yeah. Fair enough.
Could have been something cooler. Like, he could have been an actual fucking ghost or something. I don't know. Does anyone go, why are you called a ghost? This don't make no sense. That would have been question number 1 on my interview list.
We have the Phantom, the superhero, the Phantom.
He doesn't fly, and he just knows what's in the hearts of men.
And by the way, okay, so wait, hang on. Yeah, you're right. But what was the gem called? It was the ghost
something
that walks.
Oh, is that?
And the Phantom is known as the ghost that walks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
He's the first superhero.
I didn't know that was from my
That's
interview.
wicked.
Bing bong, future pumpkin here. That's not, how should we say it, accurate in the traditional sense of the word. The actual name of the wish-fulfilling ruby suppository is The Ghost of Love and Wishes. Still, according to IMDb and or TARDIS Wiki, I can't remember, one of the two, take your pick. This is a reference to the Phantom. Anyway, so do with that information what you will. Okay, let's get back to the show. Ciao, ciao. Bing bong.
Also, if you have a moment, watch the Billy Zane Phantom movie.
And listen to the fucking soundtrack.
Oh, I don't remember the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's really
I saw the film 1,000,000 times as a kid and absolutely loved it. Anyway, okay, what else going on in this thing?
Peril. The peril.
What, the whole rocket scene?
Yeah.
I liked it. I loved the rocket scene, in fact. I loved everything aboard the rocket.
Even the surgeons, or whatever they are, they like...
Oh, the...
henchmen.
Yeah, I don't think they contain alien thingies. I think they've just robotized. They even have something blinking inside them, right? Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
Do you know, this was another instance of if Drew was here and him saying that the Ne plus ultra of all things exotic is Japanese. We had it here again.
Oh, we did! You're right! Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
That was pretty nice as well that he flooded the downstairs with Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's going to make loads of sense in a few years.
Good points.
Yeah.
Okay, so the brainhead guys are watching the CCTV and they're like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? And then he turns around and there's like, I'm here.
All of a sudden, what, has he done some sort of video jiggery pokery?
Yeah, what's that? No.
Plot hole?
Jiggery
Jiggery pokery.
That was really cool.
It was so cool, but how did that happen?
We just never mentioned it again.
And why does he have the balls to confront them there, but not have the balls to confront them earlier? Is it because he knows that the ghost is out there and he can get away with anything?
Back. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, compare this to other New Who Christmas specials that we've had. So, what are the Capaldi ones? We had Last Christmas. And then we had the Husbands of River Song.
Yeah.
And now this.
How does this measure up to the others? The other Capaldi ones? Did you like the Husbands of River song?
No, but it was better than this. It had more Doctor Who in it.
It did, didn't it? I don't remember what I gave them. I remember really liking Last Christmas, though.
I really wish I'd rewatched them all again, but...
yeah, me too.
It was a long, long time ago. I think I just love anything with River Song in it, so I probably really loved The Husbands.
Yeah?
Although I do remember the big robot with the head, not kind of buying that. I don't know. I feel like it falls flat because it's not Christmassy in the slightest, and you kind of always expect the Christmas episode to be a bit crap, but it should be at least festive.
Yeah. And this one just
and it wasn't even festive. Yeah.
I mean, I was about to say, well, Last Christmas wasn't either, but it had bloody Santa.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. I don't remember this at all, but The Husbands of River Song, I reviewed that with JD and Drew. Drew gave it 3.5, as did I. JD gave it 3.3. Must have been a good one. Sort of. Better.
Middling.
What about other Christmas specials? Does this remind you of any Christmas specials? Yeah, in general, does this remind you of any Christmas specials? Or is this actually kind of novel?
I mean, it's novel in the sense that it is full bullshit and we hope we'll revisit it again. Something has to be the worst one. So yes, it is novel.
This is not the worst one. This is not the worst one. What about the Doctor, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? With the forest's king dude? They're in like a magical forest and there's a wooden king.
I still think that was better.
Oh, wow. I don't remember the plot. I just remember it being pants.
Yeah.
I can't remember quite
Villain was a bit wooden though, wasn't he?
Really?
Oh, I just like them all.
Yeah, that's... I don't know.
How did this make up for 1 year without Capaldi as the Doctor?
Did fucking nothing. This has enraged me. Maybe I'm done here.
When is Capaldi returning? When is Doctor Who returning?
April, I want to say.
What? April? Oh, we can get through Tennant in that time.
So soon.
Let's do this. We're getting through Tennant before Capaldi returns. Famous last words. That's never happening. Probably doing 2 more episodes and that's it.
June. Fuck. Oh, no, we began filming in June to April. Yeah, no,
April.
I'm right.
Cool.
Have
we got anything else to say about this thing? Marie, you have notes. We're counting on you.
I was trying to be really organised like Drew, but it's not... Oh, no, wait, okay, there was a line I liked when they were on the rooftop and the brain guys came and then she goes, what do you want? And they go, same thing you do, his body.
Oh, yeah.
And then this look that she gives them, it's ridiculous.
He's like, yeah, but can you sue me? Can you really blame me?
It was just like, oh, cut a bitch. Give a fuck.
Okay, I've got another one. Why does... I can't remember these people's names. Oh, wait, hang on. The guy was Mr. Brock. The suit.
Yeah.
I thought he was the head honcho, but he's not.
Do you think his first name was Eddie? Because that would have another comic book thing.
Eddie Brock?
Yeah.
Who's it? Oh, is that the astronaut?
No, Venom.
Oh, yeah, that's the astronaut, isn't it? The astronaut brings back Venom juice.
But I don't think Brock is like another journalist.
Okay.
I think.
All right, well, either way, that's definitely a Spider-Man reference.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so Mr. Brock talks to German dude, and he's like, meet me here at midnight. And it's all so mysterious. Why not just go, yeah, all right, tell me what's up.
I'm knocking off at 5.
I'm going to have a quick wee, and then why don't I see you in the smoking section?
Also, when they have that press conference, they see the journalist sort of tapping up the Lucy Fletcher or whatever, like
talking to the cleaner.
And she's like, hey, can you just lead me off into a secure
Would
facility?
It be okay if I undress you and then we don't explain this in the story? How does she get that cleaner's clothes, and what does the cleaner wear afterwards?
Because they swap. Yeah,
they
she's
swap?
obviously wearing a really expensive dress, and the cleaner goes,
she's like,
jackpot.
But how much did she offer the cleaner?
God damn it, you're just explaining this.
I feel like if I was the cleaner, we're like, okay, that's a couple of $100, and thank you very much, but stable job in this economy would be fucking... This guy's got a dental plan, it's the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. What about Nardole? Why does no one go, why is he here?
What is the line when he goes, I'm after the little boy's room?
Yeah. Like, I don't need to rest.
Yeah.
I don't need to rest.
Yeah.
I think that was supposed to be like
a US-UK joke. Yeah.
It's funny because you talk different how I talk.
Yeah. It's a pants joke.
Right.
It's
That's why I didn't realise it was a joke.
Yeah.
Got it.
Pants and also fanny. And restrooms, and that's it. Garbage?
Yeah, we rub it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, garbage doesn't mean something. Oh, I suppose the restroom doesn't necessarily. Anyway, whatever. Back to the show. Oh, UNIT comes back.
Do UNIT exist worldwide then? A UNIT a thing? Or are they a British thing?
Well, they are you know what? This is time for a correction.
Ooh.
The last time that we did a New Who review, I mentioned that unit but this was a Tennant one. The unit, Sontaran...
UN thing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That unit, which used to be the United Nations Intelligence Task Force, was now the United Intelligence Task Force, or something like that. The Unified Intelligence Task Force. And that was because the UN got in touch with the BBC and said, you can't call it the UN because we haven't sanctioned this. That's only half true. One of our fans got in touch via Facebook and schooled me. I'm just gonna read out his comments. This comes from Grant Smith. Grant! Hello, buddy. Grant!
The ghost!
How did it take me so long to do that?
So you have to keep this in, so we
that's
know
the one
exactly
silence. That was amazing. How did it take me so long to make that connection? Grant, well done for appearing in this episode, and also thank you very much for schooling me. Here's what Grant said. He said, the UN didn't have a problem with UNIT. They had a problem with the BBC setting up a fake website for promotional reasons for UNIT. They were worried it might be mistaken for a real UN website. Okay. The name change to United Intelligence Task Force was that's what it is. Yeah, the United Intelligence Task Force was an unrelated decision. Anyway, that's it. So, half right. I'm going to say that.
Half right.
Yeah. Awesome.
Half wrong.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and half right. What? Wow, great. I'm a martini glass half full kind of guy. Thank you very much, Grant. Grant!
It's mild-mannered, eh?
And now it is time to rate this. Did we laugh or hate this? Bing bong, hey, la 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 la.
Ratings.
Super quick ratings then. Who wants to start off? Ladies first?
Okay, so I think you've both swayed me because because
I have a seething ball of rage next to you.
I really enjoyed watching it, and I thought there were some lovely moments, and it made me laugh out loud, and it was really light and funny, and it doesn't drive the plot along at all. It doesn't give you any character development, but then I don't think Christmas episodes ever really do anyway.
Good point.
But apart from Husbands of the Sun, but okay, fine.
Which I don't remember at all.
Exactly. In fact, I don't think it does. All that does is flesh out that last 24 hours, last night.
Yeah, it gives her a farewell.
Yeah.
That's it.
But it doesn't move the plot along. Anyway.
I think so. Anyway, go for it.
So, for that, I'm gonna give it a solid 3.
Wow.
3.0.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice one.
You go.
Okay, fine. Keeping it super duper short. But I will explain the evolution of my rating of this episode. Because before you guys arrived, I wrote down 3.0 in my notes. And I was thinking, it's not a good episode. I'm giving it a 3.0.
Oh.
Then we talked about this, and I realized this is a massive pile of garbage. That's rubbish. Depending on who you are.
5, right? 3's above average.
Yeah, you're right.
Nature.
Wait for it. So I changed it to a 2.0 in my notes. And then we talked a little bit more about some stuff. I was like, actually, Noodle is kind of charming, isn't he? And, oh yeah, that toy, it makes no sense, and it is really dumb. But, I mean, there was a part of me that liked it, so I changed that to 2.5. I'm giving this a 2.5. It is...
You're also changeable.
I know, it's so pliable. 2.5, right down the middle. It's a bad episode, but the good bits push it up to an average, basically. For the rest of my opinions, re-listen to the past 50 minutes. Nick, you're up.
I may have gone negative marking on this because I think maybe I felt it more acutely because I'm nominally a fan of both Doctor Who and comic books and superhero stuff.
Okay.
To a point. And it did nothing on either end of the scale for me. And I know there's so much promise. There were these little things, these little nice things, but as a corpus, villain was sort of nonsense. You know, Captain Cuckold was, milquetoast to the point of ineffectual. Lois, Fletcher was just a carbon copy. I don't know, just nothing in it. The Doctor was sparsely in it.
Yeah.
All bollocks, 1.0.
1.0.
One flat.
Nice one.
Okay.
Sweet.
That's immediately what I thought when I watched it.
This is how pliable I am. Right now I'm thinking I should go back down to 2. Okie dokie. I think we can call it a day. Next up we have a classic serial. How amazing is that? The War Games.
Go listen to that now if you haven't done so already.
Right now.
War Games is dessert.
The next New Who is going to be...
The Poison Sky.
And the next Audio Who, Nick, what is that?
The Cannibalists.
That's right. Forever the cannibalists.
I nearly said we're indoors.
It might as well have been. Can people follow you on the tweets or elsewhere?
Yes.
You are at Nicolele.
I am.
Marie, do you tweet?
I do not tweet, sorry.
You can't follow her on Twitter.
You can try.
Instagram only.
Are you on Instagram?
Not really.
Okay. If you want to say hello to Marie, you can do so on either whobackwhen.com or facebook.com/whobackwhen. You can say hi to me as well. I'm at Ponkin. You know how to spell that. Thank you so much for listening. Be rad and excellent to each other. And ciao.
Bye.
Cheerio.
Kablamo! Did you enjoy the show? Then please do what the cosmos compels you to and spread the gospel of Who Back When. Tell your friends. Don't have any friends? No problemo. Tell some strangers. Like us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/whobackwhen. All in one word. Are you on Google Plus? Then find us on Google Plus. That's plus Who Back When. And when you do, tell us why you're on Google Plus. Who Back When just got its very own Twitter account, no lie, so give us a follow. You guessed it, that's at Who Back When, all in one word. Check us out on SoundCloud, vote us up on Reddit, listen to us on Stitcher, and head on over to our website, whobackwhen.com, where you can leave a comment, submit a review of your own, and peruse our visual index of aliens, monsters, and more, which increases in kablamos with every episode. And lastly, give us a rating and review on iTunes. Not only would it make us super chuffed, and it really, really would, but as thanks, we will transmigrate your iTunes nom de plume into the credit list of trailers for fake Doctor Who audiobooks produced by Who Back When. Have a poke around our bonus episodes to make more sense of that. That's it. Rock on and be rad and excellent to each other. Catch your earballs in our next classic Who review, new Who review, or, still funny, audio Who review. Ciao.
Who Back When?